let's get in turd sucking mode. Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Man, oh man, here we go again. Back with some more Puddins Fabrication Shop action. That's right, and I've had a doozy of a week, guys. We are running so far behind it ain't even funny. Hey, we were having fun with some chalk in here if y'all couldn't see. Oh, Hot Rod, she drew the yeehaw yesterday. I'm just saying, that's pretty good if you ask me. We were drawing and she said, hey look Dad, I drew the dominoes guy. She got the domino on top of the old delivery rig there. Speaking of delivery rigs, we are not box trucking this episode. However, last week on the second channel, we did some box truck action, which is why this thing's finally moved and not on jack stands. I know y'all noticed some new wheels on the yeehaw, so if you ain't seen that video, go check it out on the second channel. We always got good content there, guys. You're missing out. Yep, get all this chalk picked up, and I'll show you what we are gonna work on. Right here, we got a 1964 International, or what's left of it anyhow. We're gonna start the full restoration of this project today. I'm just playing, guys, could y'all imagine? No, right here we have a 1959 International, and y'all have synced this on the channel twice now. And them two were dang near rubbing. We got her running, and underneath this hood was pure rat's nest. We got her cleaned out, and I mean, one, surprisingly, she cleaned up pretty good looking. But even more surprising is how well this thing seemed to run, guys. I mean, just sounded mean. Sounded like she'd whoop anyone, anywhere, anytime. Sounded like if you had the cojones to line up next to her, she'd roundhouse you clean off the street. She sounded like she wanted to become a driver once again. So we still got stuff we got to do underneath here. Get a better fuel system, obviously, than what we have. And we just got to run. I need to change the oil in her. This was full of all the hucky puck and muck you could think of, so we need to flush it. So that got her running. So then in typical fashion, I was thinking, let's get it where we can just drive it, guys. We're gonna keep her fairly simple, right? Well, the front had a broken leaf spring, which is why if you look around my property, I got about, I don't know, 13 International leaf springs now. Speaking of leaf springs, don't worry about them babies. Oh no, don't worry about those. And long story short, we flipped the axle, we unflipped the axle, we swapped this spring, we swapped that spring, we tried this spring, we tried that one, and the front's not going to lower down, so I told y'all we're going independent front suspension. That mission is still a go. We did a little rear end swap from the other chassis, and all that was a video last week of just showing you the headaches of dealing with some of this older stuff. It's pretty good stuff. If anything, it shows some of the practical, realistic problems you're going to get into if you're trying to do stuff just super budget friendly, reusing what you got type situation. I figure we could do a good couple things this go around. One, I'd love to get the rat turds plumb out of it. And you ain't got to have good eyesight to see why. This thing is filthy inside. So one, that'll make it where we can actually sit in there if we need to move it. But two, we still ain't seen floors or nothing in this thing because poop's 6 inches deep on it. And say we get her cleaned up a little bit, we can try to get it running again and see if we have any clutch at all. I have no clue the rest of the condition of the drivetrain, what we're getting into, guys. So it'll let us know really how much of a project we got, which we kind of need to know. Basically what I'm saying is we got a lot of hard work ahead of us. And I believe hard work is always rewarded. Now, speaking of rewarded, here's a brief message from today's video sponsor, O'Reilly's. Maintaining the fleet of baddest box trucks on the planet Earth is hard work. Well, someone's got to do it. As y'all know, O'Reilly's is my go-to part supplier. But did you know with the O Rewards program, as you shop, you earn points? Dang right! And with them points, you get rewarded. Ooh-wee! And now, for ease and convenience, O Rewards has gone digital. Oh, baby! Hold on. They're digital. That's right. They're fast and convenient, just like these old box trucks. In fact, if you have a phone in your bib pocket, you have constant access. And that's good news right there. If I was on trial for being forgetful, I'd be found guilty because I can't remember diddly. But being digital means no more forgetting to bring your O Rewards to the store. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Got a birthday coming up perhaps? Digital rewards offer more value, such as birthday rewards, bonus point offers, holiday deals, and other exclusive member-only deals. Do you want to be exclusive? If you're an existing member who hasn't added a phone or email yet, make the switch today so you don't miss out on other rewards and benefits. That'd be a dang shame. Plus, members who make the switch to digital, you'll get a $10 reward just for adding a number or email to your account. Guys, it only takes like 2 minutes. 2 minutes for $10? Do the math on that. That's like making 300 bucks an hour. Not too shabby. Each month, you can earn more rewards on special products. This month, get double rewards on headlights, motor oil, Chevron Techron, wiper blades, cleaning cloths, jump starters, diesel treatment, hand tools, and car accessories. If you're not already a member, sign up today to get all these benefits. Plus, it's a great way to track all your previous purchases. If you're gonna spend your hard-earned money with O'Reilly's, you might as well get rewarded with O Rewards. You can even tell them puddins.fab.shop sent you. May just get you kicked out of the place. Man, I love me some O'Reilly's, guys. Let's get in turd sucking mode. Lock that baby down. Sticks the landing every time. And I don't know what we're getting to out here, so I'm gonna grab like a dustpan. Hell, I need a shovel. Maybe a couple trash bags. We got turd sucking vacuums too. Oh boy, don't be scared. Cedar, check. Wasp nest, no problem. Need some wood? We got you covered. We're hoping underneath here we got a rocker left. Just dirt and water. We're lucky them things ain't plumb gone. There's our missing plug wire, found it. There's that pin I've been looking for. There's us a good test light. Boy howdy, and I knew I'd left my ice scraper somewhere. Guys, the interior of this thing looks packed. I'm talking about behind the dash. I think the whole behind the dash is solid. This might be the worst one we've had yet. There's one of our old propane fittings. This is my least favorite part of finding these old rigs, by the way. Just absolutely disgusting. Wonder if our old CB radio works anymore. We'll be lucky to have any damn wiring left up in that dash, I guarantee you. We may need that. Oh, that's good. You can just flip this stuff like a big old poo-poo rat's nest pancake. Just poop scoop after poop scoop after poop scoop. Hey, there's us some Teflon tape, probably because we had propane on this rig, so I'm sure he always had a leak or two to fix. There's what's left of some old barbecue chicken matchbook. Well, there's bag number 1, and it's looking like we're going to end up filling up a couple of them. Alright, that right there is, hopefully that ain't rat poo-poo, because if that came out of a rat, that thing was the size of a damn beaver. Holy cow, what was living in here? A dog? Guys, that crap just keeps coming. And I literally mean crap. It keeps falling out of there too. Now, you know we gotta have some dirt daubers up in here. She ain't complete without no dirt daubers. But seriously, all of that just come from right up here, guys. Underneath this dash is just plumb packed solid. Yeah, that was a rat's hidey hole right there. You see, we found our insulation. Then you can see where it used to bed down right there. Oh, there's where I left my map. I was trying, that's why I couldn't figure out how to get across the Oklahoma. Hey, there's just some more matchbooks. I will say one thing, guys. I see wiring up in there, and the wire I see hanging, I actually have not seen a chewed up wire yet, which is pretty surprising. They packed wood and stuff behind her CB. Guys, look at that. 1979. Yeah, I may have to get me one of them fancy suits right there. Y'all think they'll make them in overalls? Got this old notebook here, and it actually has the gentleman's name who owned this truck. His name was Floyd Mercer. And I don't know if I told y'all yet, but I decided to name this truck Mr. Mercer. Y'all want some old chewing gum or what? Just pull that glove box liner out, and guess what? Packed all the way back in there. Just more of it. It's freaking everywhere. Look, we had this side cleaned out. Look at all this crap. I'm gonna be pulling crap out of this dash for the next 2 hours. Decon, kill some mice and rats. I don't know that necessarily worked in here. More poo-poo on the dash, that's good. You always wanted to get some ash down in there where you can't get her out. Looks like we had us a radio added, and I see it's a speaker over there, so she might have had her a bumping sound system at one point. What we find there, guys? Joe's something. Yeah. What we got in there? Some peanuts? I'd like to meet the rat who did all this, and I'd plumb kick his ass, I guarantee it. I wouldn't even kill him. I'm talking about fist fight. Me and you, rat, after school, behind the gym. It's going down. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna keep cleaning out this side because you can only watch me scoop out so much crap, I guess. Oh boy, lucky us. Start pulling up this mat. And that right there, that's what we want to see. Oh yeah, that's good. Just layers of your floor, you know. Hey there, body mount. Damn it. Hey-yo, there's a big hole right there. That's all right, guys. Floors are overrated. This is definitely the worst truck I've ever had to clean out, guys. And we're gonna pull that radio out. There's stuff just plumb packed on top of it. No surprise there. Yeah, just little stuff up there. Oh, there we go. We got some Oklahoma twists going on. Twist them wires. Hope they don't start a fire. Yeah, they won't start a fire. What do you think that fuse right there is for? Maximum protection. Got a slightly used radio for sale if anyone needs one. Next, I'm gonna pull our speaker because blaring a little Snoop Dogg is the least of my worries right now. That's a pretty rare speaker. It's actually called a Dauber. That's a brand they made way back in the day. Notorious for being able to have some good high notes while maintaining a steady bass line. Oh! I'm trying to beat this storm, but it seems like the storm's blowing in, so we're about to be in bad shape. Gotta have a dirt dauber in the ashtray. Here we go with a little seat removal. And as expected, it's absolutely beautiful underneath there. I see our seat's been recovered at one point. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we were hoping to find. We should have a stud right there and one here at the back. Knowing International, she's probably a fine thread unit. Yeah, she is. Got a lucky last one here. And hopefully after I get the seat out, it won't whoop us too much more. I'll get this thing cleaned out. That's what you want to see in the back of your seat. Don't worry though, because we're open. Just playing y'all, we're closed. Hell. Hopefully half that just fell in the bed and we can clean it out like that. I love Internationals. I love Internationals. I love Internationals. It's looking, well, I'd say half decent. I guess half decent compared to what we started with. About to work over with the shop vac. But I see I still got stuff up in the dash to get blown out if I can. Let me show y'all some of the other goodies we found underneath the seat. Of course, you gotta have tire iron. Right there we had some genuine Delco Remy parts, but I believe it's full of natural flavors now. Had us a little windshield de-icer there. Got us a brand new thing of SAE 30 right there. Some old Conoco oil. Of course, we got some starting fluid. When she don't want to start up in the cold, you may just have to give her a snort. Good old snort of starting fluid and she'll bust right off. For sale sign, well, that's interesting because you know what else was underneath there? Well. What in tarnation do we have here? The world's toughest two-door? Got a 67 Chevy right there. He was thinking of making the switch, wasn't he? My, oh my. We might have to get us a 67 Chevy. Now, speaking of making the switch to Chevy, this sucker better have a good transmission because between needing sheet metal work and a clutch kit for this rig costing about 400 doll hairs, if we can't fix what's here, she might be making the switch to Chevrolet too, if you know what I mean. You can't swap that thing to Chevrolet, it runs too good, it's International, leave it alone. I'll do what I please, thank you. I'm just playing, guys. Or am I? Let's get her sucked out here. Ow, shit the bed. Better go get some spray on that. I gently removed that floor mat, and as you can see, the custom sheet metal don't stop on this side. Don't go too high up in the toe boards, and don't appear to be behind this brace here, so it's up underneath this brace a little bit on the front side, so we may get away with cutting this brace in half forward when we do go to put some proper floors up in this rig. Oh, you don't want to stay, but you're gonna stay. That Gorilla Tape's telling, it ain't asking, guys. Try to fall off now, Band-Aid. Oh, got this piece out in one big piece. Did y'all see right here how that piece just popped up? It's like this floor's layered or something. You can just take a layer of metal off if you want, all right? You don't like that layer? Take it off. We're gonna have to pressure wash out the inside, so we might clean out the back where we can pressure wash it too. Actually, we never even pressure washed the truck off, so I guess we need to wash the whole damn thing. Yep. Shot back out a truck bed. You can now add that to my old resume. I was mainly trying to get all the loose rat turds. And lastly, before we start pressure washing, we need to get the inside of the truck cleaned out on the whatever. That's how you remove your dirt daubers. You definitely want to do that after you vacuum this truck out. That way, you know, you just put a mess right back down on that floor. Then our headliner material, yeah, it's still glued pretty good, so we ain't gonna fight it quite yet. Y'all smell that? Smells like it's time for some pressure washing. That was so much fun. Good hour and a half worth of pressure washing. Premier, top quality pressure washing. I climbed my booty underneath there to pressure wash the bottom pressure washing. Speaking of booty, I pressure washed Mr. Mercer's booty. That sounds weird, but it's the name of the truck, guys. What do you do there, you know? I don't know. We were having some rust blowing away results here. Kind of changing the color of the truck here or there, where we were blasting off some of that, and some of that's underneath there. So was the truck originally metallic and that on the outside? Was it originally this color, then it went that color, then it went that color? Only Mr. Mercer knows. The only thing I know is that one took way longer than I thought it would. We got 2 hours cleaning out just rat's nest, guys. And then 2, I'm gonna get some clean drawers on my hiney myself, so we can get this picked up where we can get a quick shower in. And the main reason I got up underneath there, guys, was there was still rat's nest packed in around all the shifting linkage, lever, gear selector, will it shift, maybe never, rods underneath there. Since we're going to be messing with that stuff, I figured the more we could blow out of there, the better. It keeps us from taking it in the shop with us. Ooh, don't need that back anymore. Ooh. All right, new shoes, new shirt, new me. Sausage wagon shirts available on the website now. Released our long sleeve sitting on your butt last week. Still available. Available right now, guys. It's just puddins.fab.shop sweatshirt, okay? No hood, no pocket, just a classic sweatshirt. Are you plain and simple? Do you grind a lot and you're worried about strings and hoods and pockets getting in your way? Do you have 3 daughters and a wife that just wanted a sweatshirt, so you ordered a bunch of them? The girl said they're cool, kind of bland for me, but hey, sometimes simple's cool. I ain't gonna lie, I have one. I've been rocking the dog fire out of it, okay? These are also available on the website today. Now, I've got orders to take to the post office, so we'll just throw them in the back of the old Datsun King delivery in a arm swing, and we'll get them babies to the post office. I got my mud mucking boots on, so hopefully my push strength went up by at least 15%. Yeah. No good. Speaking of GUD good, we ain't done this truck a whole lot of good since we've owned it. Might be a little bit, but the one thing that is good is, hey, she'll roll. She's a rolling machine now. I guess we got her half running and half cleaned up anyhow. We're doing her some good. Now that I got them orders dropped off and got me some disinfecting wipes and spray, we can do my glasses and all my equipment some good. We got to clean all this crap, disinfect it. Just be careful of that old poo-poo, okay? Let's go hit that old truck with a little lube. Go! All the way in the back. All the way on top. Twice. Can of PB blaster. Now we may need all 3 because that International's a disaster. I did order an oil change for this thing, the filter, because it's got that canister unit. That ain't gonna be here till tomorrow, 12:30-ish. I think it's safe to assume it's been a while since the old door hinges have been squirted on a little bit. That's pretty good other than our little screech. Next up, hood hinges. I don't remember if I got these last time or not. I don't believe I did. I definitely meant to. Oh yeah, that hood definitely like that. And not so much the little slam shut. She's a little sticky and crunchy herself there. This is the drip system to also lubricate a radiator. Lubricated radiator increases airflow across it, thus increasing its cooling ability. There we go. Now we got a latched hood. She just will never open again. Perfect. There, now it's latched. I was trying to do a bam bam. No ma'am, it's a boom bam. We want her open because we're about to come back to that clutch. Woo! A little bit of looby dooby in this door is super smooth. This thing's like damn Michael Jackson smooth. Now let's have a look at her clutch pedal. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, when I first looked in this thing, I thought she was an automatic, believe it or not, okay? That thing was buried underneath rat crap, and I just seen 2 pedals. Yeah, I guess we didn't even look up underneath here to see what kind of work we did. Still a little bit of rat's nest up in there. The wiring actually looks intact. Oh shit, right there you can see the control panel for the afterburner. Once you're out of gasoline, you just flip that switch and you hit that and boom baby, you better hold on for blast off because you're about to be hauling ass. 1100 shot of nitrous. Hey, clutch is trying to move. She is definitely stiff. I just did the spray and pray. I just sprayed everywhere and I'm praying it hit what it needed to hit. Try to get the brake pedal too. Old Lefty ain't used to doing that much work, guys. I usually pump off my right leg, you know what I mean? Pump pedals is what I'm talking about. It was springing back, so that's good. A little more spray and praying. I'm gonna stomp her with righty this time. Sounds like it's trying to work, guys. You don't know what a working clutch pedal sounds like? No, what I mean is I can hear stuff underneath there moving too. I think I can anyhow. Kind of like that little train. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. We're gonna give a little looby dooby up on this side. We can get her lubed up from this back side too, can't we? Yeah, sneak attack. Then we got some linkages going on here. And I'm gonna spray every last one I can see. Just a small amount will get you. We'll get you started. Then you want to crawl up underneath there and coat that thing. What the hell? The shifter can come back and play patty cake with the school bus steering wheel. It's so big. I forgot we can get a bird's eye view up in here. Just get your gas pedal and your CB antenna out of the way. Then you got a clear shot for spraying some linkages. So right there we can see some shifting action. Yeah, that one ain't wanting to go. So a little flashlight action, we can see how that goes down. Then it looks like there's kind of like a bell crank on top of the frame down there, and it goes over into the transmission. Then I see our 2 linkages, or little rods, whatever, and they look like they're rubbing each other, which I'm sure is good. I say rubbing's racing. Doctors also say I can't see diddly without glasses, so I don't know why I'm trying to live my life without them. I've never actually owned a 3 on the tree myself, never had to drive one. This thing don't act right, I won't be driving this one with it neither. She's gonna have a Chevrolet in her. Hey, there it went. We just got what? First gear. There's reverse now. Think we had to just work some lubrication in there. Well, she's a shifting SOB now. I don't know what caused it because I didn't do anything special. I just know that, well, I guess I can't actually see the clutch. I did not expect to have a clutch pedal, guys. I thought this was going to be the part where we are pulling a transmission out of this thing or something. I don't think we were actually getting it in gear. I think we are now. Now that second and third shifting good, it's back to not letting us go into reverse and first. She's trying, but she ain't quite there. Figured we could at least roll her in the shop here. Yeah, that thing looks pretty cool, don't it, guys? Seeing it in the shop on the white walls and kind of cleaned up got me a little excited about her again. I can see one rod's bouncing around. I doubt there's a bushing in there. And my lack of experience is going to show here because I'm not sure what we should start off with as far as trying to get that a little smoother. Yeah. Well, we got water dripping. Someone got looby-dooby plumb everywhere. I want to have a closer look underneath here. She's a little floppy. I guess she's about the same amount, actually. That's a good combination of just looby-dooby and rat poopy right there. We're gonna try to pull them cotter pins, pull them rods, and then we're gonna try to put a washer on there and see if we can keep it from, on the one, because there ain't a washer on the back side, I can see the rod kind of wanting to bind a little bit. I don't know if I'm making sense. I just know we're gonna get some gloves on, grab probably a set of dikes, and crawl back underneath there. There she went. And we just got this plastic, no, that ain't plastic, that's doubled washered up with a thin washer on the back side. Get that rod out of there. And I'm gonna try to put that thicker setup on the back side. Pop her back in. Thin washer on the front side. And I'm gonna get us a new cotter pin to try up in there. And hopefully that makes sense. I think, like I said, I could see that rod binding into that little lever, whatever the hell you call it on the transmission. The shift lever thingy majigger. That's what it's called. We're gonna try adding some to the other one as well. So we're gonna get us a cotter pin in there. Yeah, couldn't have found a shorter one, could we? Now we gotta get this one. Look at all the crud on that, guys. Just gross. There we go, get her apart. Put us a couple washers on this one. And we're gonna put her back together. Yeah, we got her kinda in there anyhow. Let's go give her a test tug. If you can't find a gear, just tug on it. Reverse to first. That feels a lot better. Reverse. First. Second. Third. Second. Third. We definitely got some improvement there. Going into third is still crunchy. It sounds like it's actually popping up by the column. I'd say our little washer trick definitely helped a lot. I see a grease zert right there. Maybe we'll see if we can't shoot us a little grease down in that rig. Got her spit shined up a hair with that wire wheel. Pop her on and give her a few shots of that good stuff. Well, well, well. It's hard to show, but there's quite a bit of play in them, so I'm not surprised we got binding going on. I think the grease helped a tiny amount. It still kind of catches and hangs up. You know what? It was made in '59, guys. Stuff's a little worn out. Most of the time on a 3-element tree, third is the taillight gear, okay? So that's usually why you gotta slam it. And boom! boom, because I grabbed third, all you see is taillights, baby. I wish I had someone here to push the clutch pedal where I could watch underneath there. Is she doing anything or not, huh? Does she have the stroke that ain't no joke? Boy, I sure hope so. Y'all seen how rats packed everything, the dash? All around this transmission was rat's nest. I would have bet money that clutch and everything was gonna be plumb full of rat's nest. The camera probably can't pick it up, but I can kind of look in there because those are sideways. And it don't look too crazy in there, a little rusty and dirty, but it ain't full of rat's nest. Oh, baby! When you're good, guys. Yeah, I just watched back the film. She's moving. I bet if we had this SOB running, we could pull her down in gear and move her around. We ain't gonna stop because we ain't got brakes, but pff, those are overrated. As much as I want to just try to bust this thing off and see if she's gonna drive, we know we need to get some of the crap out of the cooling system. It's about time to call it a day today. So maybe we'll try to flush some out real quick, and maybe we'll put some cleaner. By cleaner, I mean whatever the hell I'm gonna find in that cabinet over there, cleaner, in the radiator and engine and let it sit overnight. Not that overnight's much help, but still. Damn Bell's always showing up on the next new bike. Today's got the Joe Dirt special. Got the Joe Dirt, baby! Mud Grip Deluxe. Trying to give the tow roller some competition, ain't you?
Yep.
That gets us our fan. Yeah. Get our clamp loosened on that bottom hose where that can sit there and drain. I gave in, pulled the water pump, ripped our gasket, that's good. Hey, more rat's nest, I ain't seen enough of that. Some good orange stuff there. One day is all it took for the weather to change. It got down like 30 degrees, guys. Yesterday I was laying out there in the water pressure washing. Today, luckily I've got my sitting on your butt long sleeve and my sweatshirt on here, so I'm nice and warm. Now we've had this off before. The first time our gasket did not tear. This time we're not so lucky, so we're gonna have to whip up some gaskets here. Luckily I got us some gasket material because we gotta whip one up for the water pump too. A few love taps on that thing and you can kind of see the shape we need. So I'm gonna rough her out with our old carpet shears here. I don't give a damn about these things being perfect, okay? I don't plan on entering this rig in no beauty contest. If we decide to do that, she's got bigger problems, okay? Hey, that ain't too shabby. Just beautifully cut that center out. Knock that one clean out of there. This one's gonna be a little trickier. With our surface dry, we're gonna put a bunch of tape across here. Slice that out. I'll rob our little template here now. Just transfer to our material there. Get the old Tracer Deluxe out to kind of help me eyeball this. Good thing I took kindergarten and learned how to cut stuff out. All right. Now with that, hopefully our tape peels off and don't fight us too bad. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll be ready to slap all this back together. First going in is our radiator, guys. I flushed everything out. I had some totally awesome. Let it soak overnight. I know that probably didn't too much, but it's better than leaving all that crap in there. We may still have to do a real proper radiator flush on her and get her hot and everything. Cleaned out all of our rat's nest too as I was getting rained on out there last night. Well, it may tighten back up if you get the right size socket on there. Hey, what a crazy theory. Pop our wires back in. And of course, old hardware, it's gotta be ornery. Top screw on both sides, the clip is broke or missing. Put our thermostat housing on, and I was about to tighten down this clamp and I realized I've kind of trapped our belt in there, which ain't no good. Then we'll put that back on. Then we can get that pesky clamp. Slap that water pumping fan on. Y'all seen all that before now. I don't want to brag, okay? I ain't trying to flex here. But she may got a couple new hose clamps. Not hoses, just clamps. And only on the upper, forget the lower. We just don't want the top side to start looking bad. Let's change the oil in this. They found us a cartridge. It just looks like it's from 1980, so that's good. So underneath here we got the world's largest drain plug. That's got to be a damn 1.1 inches. Y'all probably thought I was playing, but that's damn sure what it is. Hey, at least she wasn't super tight or nothing. Now she was propane, so I mean she ain't terrible by any means. Yeah, she don't smell the greatest. She was fairly crusty, so we're gonna clean up the head of that where it's easier to get that socket on there. We'll get that draining, and yes, I know that's a drain right there, okay? It'll drain like that too, calm down. Snug her back. Quick little shine job. Ah, beast man. Sorry, Skeletor was here for a second. I think this is supposed to come off here. It's probably just stuck. Maybe a love tap or two will motivate it. Give it your best hit there, He-Man. Oh, that was a good smack, wasn't it? This frame rail's got enough wood for a damn winter fire stored in it. Yeah, she kind of looks like the correct size-ish. No surprises down in there, luckily. I mean, this thing was pretty clean too, which is good. Couple rounds of brake clean and wiping her out got her fixed up just dandy. Before we go back with this, we're gonna start with getting all this wood out of our frame. I gotta go wash my hands, and then we gotta try to pick out that old O-ring seal or rubber seal up there. That thing had been in there for a good minute. Well, that's good. That thing's such a good exact fit that, yeah, she's just gonna fall right back out of there. Whoop! Try a little grease on there to see if that'll maybe hold her up into place. Boy, it sure will. Got her torqued down. Now, I don't know how much oil this baby holds, but I'd say guaranteed 5 quarts is a safe bet. So I actually got a late start today because today's Veterans Day. So to all of our veterans, thank you guys. And I hope you had a good day. Now Hot Rod, she had to have Dad at the Veterans Day assembly at school or whatever. So we had to go do it. But anyhow, I gotta go get Hot Rod. So we'll let this oil set. We'll go pick her up, and when we get back, we'll check her oil. Mission success picking up Hot Rod. Checked her oil level. She's a little low, and I doubt any of that made it into our oil canister. So anyhow, I'm gonna put us our zinc additive. If not, y'all's gonna rip my head off in the comments. I bet she ends up taking most of that. I know the camera will pick it up, guys, but it's damn snowing right now. Gotta love that Oklahoma weather. I noticed earlier I got about a third of a can of seafoam there. And maybe it's a little more, about a third. We're just gonna plop her down in. Ain't seeing no fuel. There's some fuel. I got our cheater switch hooked up. Unfortunately, doing all that cleaning out, we didn't find no keys for this damn thing. But I think we got to replace that anyhow. That's the key for my International truck, and look, that's just flip-flopping around. Hey yo, she's hot. Just drag that hot wire across the top of your fender there. I actually meant to do that on purpose. I was simply testing to make sure we had a good body ground. Jumper wire's on her coil, she should be hot. Come on, baby. She was chattering quite a bit, but then she really quieted down, so hopefully she's getting oil everywhere she needs it. You want to idle her down until she gets a choppy cam. Whoop, baby! Choppy cam or a huge exhaust leak. Y'all be the judge. She sounds a little pissed off. We're gonna clean this up, and we gotta look at our old temporary steering right now. We're gonna drive this rig without brakes, but we don't want our steering coming apart, especially since we don't have brakes. And underneath here, you see the problem. Not problem, I mean, it worked for what we were doing, trying to get this thing moved around the yard, but yeah, I think we need to get that a little more up and down. So maybe right there. Nope. Maybe right there. Yep. Then I'm gonna make them run next to each other, and all we're gonna do is cut these and weld them. We'll drop this one off and go give her the old slice and dice. She'll hold for a little bit anyhow. Got 3 more things I want to do before we try to drive it. One's easy. I want to at least bungee cord in our battery where we don't lose her. Number 2, we got to do something about this old gas pedal. Obviously, we got to push on that to give this thing some gas, but she's supposed to pivot down here on the floor. That's no longer there, and we don't want to be driving, getting that in our linkages. So I thought about flipping her over. That seems to hit. But what if we come over here off the side? We may not have full pedal, but we may be able to make something like that work. So we need something that can fit through there. Oh, just beautiful. Just slide that in there. She is beautiful. Oh yeah, I know y'all like that. The third thing I want to do, now we may not have our afterburner system hooked up anymore because we ain't been drag racing it in a while, but we still have the afterburner control panel. Since we ain't got a key ignition, I thought maybe we could hook her up on the old afterburner panel there. So yellow's feeding our switch. Looks like it's also feeding this switch. Well, we're gonna assume that yellow wire ain't hooked up to diddly, and we're gonna assume our CB antenna ain't hooked up anymore either. So we'll just get her out the way for now. So now we got our blue and our yellow. So here's our yellow here, so we want to feed it 12 volts. So we'll just borrow this because this is a fuse holder, so then we'll be protected. And she's got a fuse in her, so we'll try our luck with this. So a good Pot County twist and a proper tape job should have us fixed right up. And over here, there's already a stripped wire for us, so don't mind if we do. Once again, following up with a little bit of tape there for some good old insulation. That 12 volts feeds our toggle, so when we turn our toggle on, what do we need to power up? Fuel pump, coil. That green wire feeds our coil. This one's for the fuel pump. So we'll get them twisted together. Then we'll snake old blue underneath here. We'll let it join the whole wire bundle party here. Told y'all time and time again, the truck don't belong in Pot County if it ain't got a damn wire nut. We'll get them all twisted up together right there, and hopefully they're both getting 12 volts now. Fuel pump's not on, so I guess we ain't got 12 volts through there. Test light says we got 12 volts at the bottom. Turn that on. Nothing there. What about the green wire? Green wire's hot. Turn that switch off. Green wire's off. So we're just gonna drop that switch and we'll swap the blue where the green was. Fuel pump good, coil should be good. Now, quite conveniently, what's next to that toggle switch? A little momentary push button. I tried to look up underneath here and this whole thing's hanging off the back of that. So that may explain why we ain't got nothing out that key. I believe our white wire right there is what hopefully runs over here. That's what I'm always using as a little jumper to get this thing started. So maybe we can hook that white wire to our push button and get this baby cranking. Trying her out here and she ain't the strongest. Kind of wiggle on, oh, there it is. So she's a little floppy. Oh, baby. A few more test cycles and it seems to be working every time now. Why don't you crimp on a spade, you ask? I don't know. No spade required. Let's see if she wants to crank. You dang right she does, guys. Now also our fuel pump, I did just ground it right there to kind of shorten it up, where we ain't got all that crazy mess of wires now. Oh, baby! That's why I wanted to hook that up. One, if we're driving this thing and we need to kill it, you kill that toggle, she's done. Two, if we kill it as far as accidentally, we ain't got to get out and try to start it from underneath the hood again, because that would be a pain in the butt. I think we're actually ready to drive this thing. Or maybe we're not. But perhaps just a little bit. Because the front's clanking hard and I don't know if it's our axle hitting the oil pan, and this thing runs so good I don't want to tear up the motor. I had to really resist to not just kill the donuts back here. Let's kill her. Guys, damn, she runs good. She wanted to stay running. Now obviously working the clutch and gas is a little funny because my gas pedal's up sideways, and you got to remember I'm sitting on basically a shoebox for a seat, so it's kind of like a T-Rex trying to ride a damn kid's bike on training wheels probably. And that's about how she handles, because she ain't got shocks, no type of stabilizers. We've got leaf springs in the front that are probably too weak. We've got only 2 leaves in the back that are definitely too weak. No shocks, okay? She ain't gonna outperform a Corvette quite yet, but we're getting there. We lost so much light, our better videos all butchered up, so we're gonna call her a night. Oh yeah, baby. This thing fired right up, guys. It didn't give a damn that it got down to freezing cold. I looked underneath the truck before we pulled her out. No leaks underneath there, which is good. Guys, it's running good. Now she's smoking a little bit, but do remember we put a bunch of seafoam in that gas, so hopefully the more we keep running this thing, the more that smoke's gonna clear up for us. I really just wanted to bring it back here where I could let y'all see this thing in the daylight since it got dark on us last night. So here she is. What do you guys think? I can tell you what I'm thinking as of right now. What I'm thinking is we use this drivetrain until we can't use her anymore. If the motor wants to run and she wants to shift and everything, hey, let's use what she's got there, guys. Now, let's talk about what I don't want to use. Brakes. Them drum brakes, finding brake parts, everything, pain in the butt, and she needs to be squatted down more. I've got a vision for her. She may look like an old hot rod push truck by the time we get done with her. So, independent front suspension. I got them C10 leaf springs, and Sammy out at St. Louis, he found us a 373 limited slip exploder rear end. So on the 8.8s out of the Ford Explorers, I think we'll swap all of that type stuff, get her hammered down. That gets us better brakes, so we'll probably go with maybe a brake booster setup. Upgraded brakes all the way around is what I'm trying to say here. And other than that, we're gonna have to fix some rust on it, and maybe we'll do a basic seat cover and glue in some headliner material, guys. Of course, we'll fix whatever wiring we gotta fix so we get blinkers and brake lights, but we're gonna keep her pretty damn simple. She ain't gonna be a show truck. We're gonna kind of keep it hot rod oriented. What we're gonna end up doing to this is what I wanted to do to my first shop truck, the one that lays all the way on the ground. It was supposed to be this kind of budget friendly, do this, do that, and I let it snowball. This one, we're gonna kind of do what I wanted to do back then. I think y'all know what I'm saying here. What I don't know is how quick we're gonna jump into this. I gotta do some projecting on our projects we're wanting to do. I don't think this will take us super long. We got the Model A we're wanting to do. We still got to get some work done on that old love tap for Slick 50. Yeah, she runs, guys. She drives. I just knew that clutch was gonna be toast, so I'm really surprised on it. I'm really happy that we can kind of move forward with keeping that drivetrain for now. So, appreciate y'all watching. We got that good quality merchandise at the puddins.fab.shop. I'm on the Instagrammer. I'm on the Patreon. Check out the second channel. Now, speaking of second channel stuff and Slick's hot rod, his hot rod is going to be on it this week. So if you like 35 Ford with spindle mount front wheels and stuff like that, I'm telling y'all, you're missing out if you ain't watching the second channel. Some of y'all don't listen. I'm just playing, guys. That's it. But don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. Just say you fire up for him one last time there, Mr. Mercer. Oh, Mortski starter. Try again. Mortski. Damn you. All right, baby. She may need a little starter work.